It won't hurt to convert. These are the fancy adult words for what we're doing. Before we begin, just know that there are many ways to measure something. We can measure it with distance, with volume, and I don't mean volume like how loud something is. I'm talking about volume like how much space is filled up in a three-dimensional object. The units on the top are the US customary units, and the units on the bottom are the metric units. But don't worry about that for this video. Our goal is to express a larger unit of measurement as a smaller unit of measurement, and we're going to talk about what that means. Let's take, for example, a foot. I don't mean like your body part. I'm talking about like how long something is, 1 foot or 3 feet. A foot is how long your ruler is if you have a ruler. 1 foot is the same thing as 12 inches. So 1 foot equals 12 inches. The larger unit is a foot. The smaller unit is inches. Inches are really small, about the size of your fingernail. We can use a table to convert the number of feet into inches. Here's what I mean. We already know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. Great. And so if my model right here, I see that this little rectangle right here is representing 1 foot, and we know that's the same thing as 12 inches. I got the 12 on the outside. But what about 2 feet? How much would that be? Well, if we look at our model, now I have 2 of them, right? I got 1 foot plus another 1 foot, that's 2 feet. So this 1 foot, which is the same thing as 12 inches, plus this 1 foot, which is the same thing as 12 inches, 1 plus 1 is 2. So now, how many inches would that be? 12 plus 12, that's 24. So 2 feet is the same thing as 24 inches. What about 3 feet? Well, let me go ahead and draw another one. Now I have 1, 2, 3 feet, which is the same thing as 12 plus 12 plus 12 inches. I got 3 groups of 12 inches. That reminds me of multiplication. 3 feet would be the same thing as 36 inches because 12 plus 12 plus 12, or 3 times 12, that's 36. What about 4 feet? You might notice a pattern. Let's go ahead and draw this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. That's the same thing as 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 inches. That's going to be a total of 48 inches. You may have noticed another pattern. Each time we increase the number of feet, we're increasing the inches by 12. So right here, 12 inches. To get to the next one, we added 12 inches. 12 plus 12 is 24. And then to get to the next one, from 24 inches, we add another 12. That's 36. And 36 plus another 12, that's 48. Guess what? If we add another 12, we're going to figure out how much 5 feet is. So what is 48 plus 12? That's going to be 60. And we can keep the pattern going. 6 feet is going to be 72 inches. This one might be a little bit easier. Meters to centimeters. Meters are larger, and you need 100 of the centimeters to make just 1 meter. That's cool because guess what? You need 100 cents to make $1, and you need 100 centimeters to make a meter. Let's make our table. So we got meters on one side, centimeters on the other. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Great. But what about 2 meters? 2 meters, well, I got 1 meter here, 1 meter here. That's just going to be 200 centimeters. And you might already remember from our last pattern, we're just going to be adding 100 each time. So I bet you can figure out what 3 meters is. 3 meters is going to be 1, 2, 3 meters. That's 100 plus 100 plus 100. You already knew it's going to be 300 centimeters. For 4 meters, I have my model. And I know I'm just going to add 100, so that must be 400 centimeters. Now, something else that you may have noticed is that we can just multiply to figure out these answers quickly. So instead of doing plus 100, plus 100, plus 100, if I'm trying to figure out how much is 5 meters, I can just multiply by 100. 5 times 100 is going to give me 500. The reason why we're multiplying by 100 is because meters are 100 times larger than centimeters. So now that we know we can multiply, let's try skipping some numbers. What if we did 10 meters? Well, we know that we can just multiply by 100. What's 10 times 100? 10 times as many as 100, we know place value, you can just shift everything to the left. So that's going to be 1,000. 10 times greater than 100 is 1,000. So 10 meters would be 1,000 centimeters.